Você disse que era meu, mas caiu na mentira. Tô de salto alto, vou deixar você na mira. Na mira. Na mira. Na mira.
So welcome back to another video. This is your host with the most cringe gobby one here, and today we got chapter 186 called Karma. We got Yoichi Isagi's shot like pass was turned into a jumping volley shot thanks to Kunigami's super goal. Well, I'm gonna get this out of the way. Either way, Bastard Munchins has taken the lead in this match. We see Isagi just extremely extroverted. He's just mad as fuck. It's like my goal process. He's like looking at the puzzle pieces, direct shot, metavision. The conclusion I reached wasn't wrong, but Kaiser was able to see the same point. That's why he got in the way and why I was forced to make a subpar shot. He's like, since the trajectory was off, Kunigami was able to leap in and steal it. Damn it, this is no good. He's like, I want a goal. He's like, think about this calm. Metavision is undeniably a superior ability, but just like I learned from Kaiser, if they have the soccer IQ and know how to use their eyes, there must be the pros who use this too. He's like, especially midfielders and game makers who could use this sensation and control the field and make passes and shots from a higher plane. And then he realized, like, wait, so then does that include size plays, which I didn't understand during the U20 game? Maybe he has metavision too. He's like, right now I've undeniably made it to the next level. As he starts to like fade away, he's like passes out for like a quick second. He's like, huh? He's like, what the? He's just like, I feel so exhausted all of a sudden, and he starts breathing heavily. He's like, damn, I see. Metavision is extremely taxing both physically and mentally, which he's like taking a picture of his insane heart in his brain right there. As he's like, that makes sense. My machine will break if you run it on full power forever. It's like, damn, I'm finally seeing the same things as Kaiser, but being the same isn't enough. I need to surpass him. I need to annihilate him. If I can't beat him once and for all, I'll never be able to prove my worth. He's like, I swear that I'll devour Kaiser for good. And then it moves to Ryo Isagi. His playstyle is clearly different than it was at the start of the game. He's like, he found something mid-game and is evolving rapidly. He's like, you just keep becoming more of a monster, Yoichi Isagi, you bastard. He's just like, but don't force a comparison and get pessimistic. He's him and I'm me. I just need to find a way to make it through the Neo Egoist League with my own style. He's like, and anyways, Manshine City has two main ways of doing things. He's like, our formation is centered around Nagi, and our plan is basically to get the ball to Nagi and encourage his ideals in the game management style. He's just like, then if we have the chance, we can try to steal the goal individually. He's like, I want a goal, so I won't be the one who doesn't get chosen anymore. He's like, I don't want to feel that way again. He's like, and then he reminisces from the past. He's just like, in order to learn about this thing called a frustration that I felt for the first time, I want to play soccer with Isagi. As he remembers what Nagi said to him, he's like, damn it, I'm remembering it again. He's just like, you're a pain, Rail. He's like, I thought it was over. He's like, I thought I was over these feelings. And he's like, remember Nagi saying I don't care anymore. And he's like, but whatever, back then I lost and grew stronger. I don't need Nagi to play soccer anymore. As he remembers him playing in the U20. He's like, in any way, winning the World Cup was originally my dream, and it's my fault for forcing him to go along with my dream and pushing my ideals on him. It's not Nagi's fault. As he puts his thing back on his hairband, he's like, I'm the one who needs to change in order to live those heated days by his side again. He's like, I'll prove to the world that Ryo Mikage can fight on his own. As we see his chameleon stance in the back, which is pretty cool. And then we see Nagi say, hey Ryo. He's like, I want to beat Isagi. And then Ryo looks at him. He's like, huh? He's like, I wonder how I could do it. He's like, he keeps going beyond me. He's like, I can feel it. I can't beat him right now. He's like, I'm doing the things Chris and Nagi taught me, but I don't really get this creativity stuff, and it's not going so well. You know what I mean? It's not going well at all. It's like, right now soccer isn't fun for me. He's like, huh? So what? He's just like, you choose this path to be Isagi, right? He's like, it's got nothing to do with me. He's like, yeah, I know. He's like, don't start crying just because things aren't going your way. He's like, yeah, but soccer this way is more fun for me. Back when I played with you, soccer was like way more fun for me. And then Rail looks like, what? He's just like, so what? He's like, so please, Rail. He's like, help me beat Isagi. He's like, I need you, Rail. And then like, that's the end of the chapter right there. I'm sorry guys if I sound a little bit off. I'm just a little bit sick right now, but like, I'm still pushing through, still doing the chapters that I need to do. But in the end of the day, that is the end of chapter 186 there, as we see Nagi asking Rail for help because he wants to go ahead and beat Isagi, which we'll see what turns about this in the next chapter in the end of the day. But hey, that is amazing, and we will definitely see what comes about that, because like we see Nagi just wanting to beat Isagi in the end of the day, and we see him trying to chase his ideals, and he's saying that he doesn't like that creativity stuff, which I feel like is a mistake right here, because like he's not relying on his own strength. He thinks that he needs Rail to win, which I don't deny that, like, you know, a good you know, friend to help you is like, it's amazing to like play soccer with and shit, but like, especially someone that like can help you a lot, but at the same time you need to evolve on your own, and you're just like running away from that, you know, and that just sucks, you know what I mean? Like, as cool as it is, like, it sucks in the end of the day. But in the end of the day, guys, thank you guys so much for sticking around. Leave a like, subscribe for more. It does help your boy out in the end of the day, and I will catch you on the next chapter 187 of Blue Lock. This is always your host with the most, Cringe God B1 here, signing out.